Hi, my name's Angela Hill. I'm a certified rolfer, somatic practitioner, and movement educator. And right now I can't see my clients because of the coronavirus. And this video is dedicated especially to my clients who I'm missing right now. I thought the least I could do is to let you see me. But this is really for anybody who cannot go see their favorite body worker right now because of this pandemic. So with thousands of sessions under my belt and 10 years of practice and 25 years as a movement educator, I can tell you that the thing that people struggle with the most is their big joints. And what I mean by that would be shoulder girdle and pelvic girdle. So today I'm going to give you a little something for your shoulder girdle. So the rotator cuff is the main issue. And really the big players in the rotator cuff that cause the most problems that I see over and over again would be the serratus anterior, the infraspinatus, and the subscapularis. So we're not going to get into the anatomy of that, but we're going to focus mostly on the coordination of serratus anterior. So serratus anterior may be bunched up and locked up because of various holding patterns due to stress, trauma, even relational trauma. And right now we're all in kind of a freeze state, literally kind of shutting down the country. And so we may be going into some habitual patterns, or we may be going into a whole new pattern of holding on and waiting for this thing to be over. So literally our serratus anterior might be gripped, especially if we're not able to do our usual movement practices that would help to coordinate that. Many of my clients have chronic pain or autoimmune diseases, and so they may not be able to exercise really vigorously anyway. And so this is for you, and really it's for anybody. But we're going to start really simply. The idea is to create some space, three-dimensional space in the body by using, so for example, I'm going to use my left arm because this side for me is the serratus that tends to be the most, well, you know, I call them places of significance, POSs, and I say that very affectionately. So this is my POS right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually push into my right hand with my left hand. And definitely want to make sure this arm is just very easily placed, shoulders down, neck is easy and long so that your shoulders are not coming up into your ears, but that they're down. So that's the first step. And in another video, I'll talk about orienting and settling into gravity so that you're better prepared to even do this, because that's the best way to start. But for right now, we're just going to get right into it, keep it short and sweet. We're pushing into this hand and feeling the three-dimensional space of the breath, the depth front to back, the width side to side, and up and down, feeling all the lobes of your lungs opening with the movement of the diaphragm. So the breath is a really essential component to this. And as you're doing that, you're pressing your left, really the heel of the hand, into the right palm. So you're creating what Ida Rolf would call Spannung, which is movement in two directions. So we're moving in two directions, but we also, not only do we have movement in this direction, in this plane, the transverse plane, but also down into the feet. So we want to feel the movement up through the top of the head and down into the feet, and as well in the breath. And you may, depending on how hung up your serratus is, you may even get a little bit of a ventral vagal gurgle. So you may notice a parasympathetic activation. Very, very often I do. You may not notice a whole lot. This may not do it for you. You may need to do more vigorous movement. You may need to do some yoga, some weight-bearing activity. But for a lot of people, they need to start, we need to start here rather than going right into full weight-bearing movement. And so just to give you another view, it looks like this, head on. I'm breathing. Notice that I've got the anatomical placement of the serratus anterior where it really needs to be to function properly. And of course I can do the other side as well. So see how now my serratus is engaged on this side. I can also do this against the wall. I'm going to go over here so that you can see the beauty of this is that, see how far I need to get. Oh, I need to move this down. The beauty of this is that you're going to get to see my foot, and you're going to get to use your foot because it makes it even more powerful. So now I've got my left toe hinge connecting all the way through to this hand. I'm feeling movement in two directions from here, but I'm also feeling movement in two directions here. So it's really three-dimensional movement. You could even play with coming down onto your heel and then pushing again through the big toe, coming down and pushing. And of course, the most important aspect is that breath. So you want to get the breath going as well. Thank you so much for learning about the serratus anterior. I hope this helps your shoulders feel more organized while you're waiting to see your favorite body worker. Thanks.